Scheduling is at the heart of CareWhen. Suppose your client, Alma, calls your scheduler, Bob, to set up the following month's care schedule. She needs someone 5 days a week for 1 hour at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. While Bob is on the phone with Alma, he can quickly access Alma's account and just as quickly enter an order for the services that Alma has requested. Alma wanted somebody there for 1 hour in the afternoon and 5 days a week. If it's Monday through Friday, just choose every weekday. And Alma wanted that set up for the whole month. Alma is requesting CNA level services, and then Bob will check to see who he has available to provide those services. CareWhen quickly gives him the information he needs to make a selection of a caregiver to assign these services to. He has his list of employees, their discipline level, whether or not they're available, or they might be only able to work certain days of the week, or perhaps they have vacations coming up. Have they provided care for Alma before? And then some additional information. In this case, Bob sees that Karen Abbott is a pretty good fit, and he knows a lot about Karen as one of their caregivers and how reliable she is. But notice that the needs and skills matching is a little bit off, so Bob wants to check that. He'll simply choose to compare. And he sees that 2 of the needs for Alma, cooking and errands, are not met. But he knows that for these services that Alma is ordering, those things aren't needed. So he's going to go ahead and assign or select Karen and assign it. He gets that reminder. It's that quick. Let's look at Alma's schedule. So we'll go to the schedule. I want to look at just Alma right now. And I'll look for the entire month. And there we have scheduled for the entire month the services Alma has requested, an hour each weekday afternoon. It's been assigned to Karen. So Bob was able to schedule and confirm all of those visits while Alma was still on the phone. That's how quick and easy CareWhen is to use. Alma is a regular customer, so the agency has set up a care plan for her. Here we have Alma's care plan showing the effective date. If I double click, I can see the initial setup was to establish the start date. I can type or copy and paste any special information in that I would like, and then define the individual tasks that make up the care plan. If I hover, I can see very quickly any details that I have added, and if I want to look at the complete detail or how the task plan was initially set up, then I can double click. I see my individual tasks. what I set up for the days of the week that the task needs to be done, how many times per day, whether or not it's required or optional. And then I can have specific instructions regarding that particular task. I can add as many tasks as I need with whatever frequencies and special instructions needed, whether or not it's required. And I can define for my own agency what different tasks I want to be able to record. All the tasks listed on Alma's care plan are communicated to Alma's caregivers in a few minutes. I'll show you how caregivers view the tasks and report on their completion. As you know, schedules always change. Suppose something comes up and Alma wants a particular visit to start an hour later. On Wednesday the 16th, Alma would like this visit to start at 2 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. So Bob will simply choose to edit the particular visit by double-clicking on it and change the start time from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. When Bob goes to save that change, he receives a notice that Karen Abbott has a conflict. She's scheduled someplace else. So he's not going to do that. He will then have the system recommend who he can assign that to, make his selection, and make the change. So now that 2 o'clock appointment for Alma, the time has been changed and it's been assigned to another caregiver. Once a visit gets entered in CareWhen, the software keeps track of it. Doesn't matter if it's canceled, changed, or completed as scheduled. You always have an audit trail of what happened. It comes in handy if Maggie or Bob need to look up the history for whatever reasons. Sometimes a caregiver calls in sick, usually at the last minute. That's where CareWhen really comes through for you, as I have described in a separate video. The reference section of this page has a link to that video. Please be sure to take a look at it. Every visit scheduled in CareWhen from day one remains forever accessible. We just saw some of the ways Bob was able to view the agency's master schedule, sorted by clients or caregivers, for example. He also has the option to view and print schedules for individual caregivers and clients. The printed schedule can be formatted to look like a calendar page. Caregivers and clients can also view and print their own schedule if they are authorized by the agency. Karen, who has an ID and password, uses her smartphone to view the schedule. Home care success begins with careful scheduling. CareWhen makes it easy for you to assign every visit to a capable caregiver without double booking or schedule conflict. CareWhen also makes it easy to communicate the care schedules to clients and caregivers. The next step to home care success is following up on every visit. With CareWhen's electronic visit verification, you can be sure that every visit takes place as scheduled with all required tasks completed. Visit verification is the next stop on our software walkthrough.